Again, the warp stone having the habit of just plopping me right next to two freaking sharp claw.
Oh, would
Because
you
they're
look
just
at that? We accidentally teleported you into a room with two sharp claws. Wow. Man, we really got to work on that teleporter. Whew. Can you imagine if we teleported you into a room with three sharp claws? That'd have been really bad now, wouldn't it have?
yeah, not that it really matters much because when it comes to the combat of Star Fox Adventures, it's always going to be one-on-one combat. Even if there's like
Interesting.
even if there's like 4 or 5 of them surrounding you.
They patiently wait their turn.
Yep,
Just kung fu movie style.
very much so. Yes.
And not even like a good kung fu movie.
Oh no, we're talking bottom of the barrel trash.
We're talking about freaking Three Ninjas Kick Back.
Ooh. This is a pretty fancy looking room. I do like a lot of the environmental designs, you know. The enemies don't look too bad, it's just... I have the constant question of why is this Star Fox?
Yeah, they did pretty much just tape Star Fox onto freaking the original Dinosaur Planet idea. I'm trying to figure out where to put the spirit. Oh, by the way, let's go ahead and show this off because Vuly didn't have a chance to see the scene earlier. Here's Crystal.
Yes.
Oh.
Ah! She just chilling. Just mad chilling inside of a crystal.
Yeah.
Doesn't that happen to Princess Zelda pretty frequently? This just is a Legend of Zelda game.
Yep.
Made by the same guy, so, or appropriated by the same guy would be the better phrase.
Yeah, because it was developed by Rare. But I think a Zelda director was at the helm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my understanding of this is that we had this developer that was unrelated to Nintendo working on a game about a fox running around on a dinosaur planet in kind of like a Zelda-like fashion that's very much so inspired by Ocarina of Time, like to an almost copyright-breaking extent in certain areas. And then Uncle Nintendi came along, and because they were cool at the time, instead of giving them a cease and desist, they were like, "Oh, hey, that's really neat. Why don't we take, we have an IP that's really similar to this. Why don't we take this and just make it into one of those so it can be an official game in the franchise instead of, being like a sort of fan spin-off game, Let's make it a proper installment." And so they greenlit it to be the next installment in the Star Fox franchise.
I'm trying to find where I can put the Grizzlo spirit.
Yeah, you gotta put it somewhere. Crystal needs another snack.
Still subsist on souls.
Okay, yeah.
Trying to think maybe you should just find a different bitch. This one seems a little bit high maintenance.
I was gonna say Fox only saw her for like 30 seconds, but he heard the freaking romantic music playing in his head.
Well, I mean, that's just God's way of telling you, hey, you need to fuck this bitch.
I mean, when your only companions are an old rabbit, an asshole falcon, and Slippy, you'd be down bad for anything. An extra curvy piece of driftwood would probably have gotten that romantic music playing.
In that group, I think I would be down bad, not for anything, just for Falco.
Yeah, but the problem is though, Falco left.
Okay, yeah, completely reasonable then. Star Fox is on the bounce, he found someone else. That's just reasonable.
There we go.
And then things got very awkward when Falco came back.
Here we go again.
I feel like that speaks for itself. I don't think I really need to make any commentary on that.
Yeah.
It gets better.
Yeah. Huh?
So Fox got laid, dumped out the soul that he picked up, and then got vored?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah, I mean, that's just completely reasonable.
3 spellstones down and only 1 to go. You seem to be getting the hang of this. Now then, it's time for you.
Are they playing bagpipes while the Scottish golem is yelling at you?
That's easy for you to say, but where do I find the gatekeeper?
Boy, that just makes you long for your kilt and your haggis, doesn't it?
Pretty much, man.
He who has no voice has plenty to say.
He who has no voice has plenty to say. What does that mean? No. What does that mean? You don't just say that to a man. No. What does that mean? Listen here, you haggis chumping son of a buck. Tell me, what does that mean? I will shove your bagpipes so far up your rectum that you will be playing a song, a serenade on them every single time you inhale. Your flatulence will sound like a funeral dirge.
Beware of the red mushrooms.
Trying to remember.
Or as we like to call them on Dinosaur Planet, ayahuasca.
Beware of the red mushrooms. They will make you see Chrysoa Palace.
It's a disgrace.
Watch out for that blue fox bitch in Chrysoa Palace. Everyone who hallucinates and goes there ends up fucking her. What a whore.
I walked away with spiritual STDs.
Do you have any idea what mental gonorrhea is
Guess there
like?
was something odd about you.
It burns every time I pray.
I haven't spoken since something terrible happened. Something that I am ashamed to admit.
Oh, I guess he got the spiritual gonorrhea.
But I failed.
Tell me, what happened?
I led a group of dinosaurs against General Scales. He learnt of our plan before we could act, and launched a full-scale offensive against us. We never stood a chance. He imprisoned 3 of my closest friends on Dragon Rock, and it is also where he has taken the Spellstone.
Oh,
So how
okay,
did you
just go beat his
survive?
ass, take the
If
spellstone.
Scales let you go, it could only be because...
I am the gatekeeper.
Jeez, that man has breath that's so rank you can see it moving through the air like a missile.
The gateway to Dragon Rock is now open. Please help my friends. They are on your
Okay,
side.
so General Scales stole the shit, right? Brought it to Dragon Rock, but he let one of the dinosaurs go because that dinosaur's the only way for someone to get to Dragon Rock?
Yep.
Wouldn't he be the one that would be like the most important to keep locked up?
Yeah, the
Yep.
thing is, though, is that Scales did that. So there's not even the excuse of, oh, there's something preventing it. Because Scales did that with Tricky's dad in frickin' in the Impregnable City.
So no one can get to the Impregnable City because Tricky's dad is the gatekeeper and General Scales has him under lock and key?
Oh no, you can get to the Impregnable City. It's actually quite easy.
Oh, it's quite
The-
pregnable?
Yeah,
The
it's not Saint's Day.
Yeah, he was. Yes. Tricky's dad put his power behind a portal, like the portal device, like the one you saw me open earlier. So you had to have that ability in order to gain access to the impregnable city, or the walled city, I think it's called in the game.
Boy, these names, you know, Dinosaur Planet, the Walled City. Do you want to head over to Townburg?
You
No,
wanna
that's
head over to Townburg.
No,
Go
that's
see-
No, that's Townsville in
Ah,
Cityburg. Yeah, see, there's
yeah,
the
there's a
city.
great pub over there. The beer. If you want to drop by and get a beer from there, that's just great, you know.
Yes, the beer brand beer. Specialty.
It's my favorite beer.
Yeah, the specialty of
Bar.
deadly
Bar.
deadly premonition, because the items that you get in that game are like the
General Scales
It just is the item as its name. You know, I'm sure each one of these locations on the mission select is just like a 3D representation of a place on the planet. However, I prefer to believe that there's an asteroid belt floating around this planet and we're just hopping from one asteroid to another. We're not even on Dinosaur Planet.
That's essentially what it is.
Oh, that's not even wrong. Okay.
Yeah, these are actually chunks of the planet. General Scales, in his desperate bid to grab power, broke the planet apart, and pieces of it are just floating around as an asteroid belt.
Oh, I'm glad it's okay.
Yeah, because the spell stones are used to hold the planet together, because there's so much energy coming out of the core of the planet that it threatens to break the planet apart at any given moment. So you have to have the spell stones in place in order to keep the planet together.
So this place is just at constant risk of going full Alderaan at any moment.
Pretty much.
Like, are we sure we should even save this planet? This just seems like a hazard.
It just... At this point, let the planet die. The General Scales brought this on himself. I don't think we hurt that much for money.
Goodness gracious, we finally have some Star Fox gameplay.
Oh, don't worry, it doesn't last.
Boy, and here I was starting to get real nervous that this might turn into like some kind of spaceflight game.
I was worried this was going to become a Star Fox game.
Yeah. Oh man.
Could you imagine?
That would just be terrible.
Yeah, and this one I have to collect all 10 gold rings.
Because it disables the force field around Dragon Rock.
Pretty much, yes.
And how do the rings do that?
Yes.
I'll go ahead and show off my failing it.
Yeah, I did notice that you missed a couple, so...
Only one.
Time to get all the gold rings.
The force field remains closed. You'll have to try harder next time.
It's a trap. Their shields are still up.
General Scales has unleashed the full force of the...
I like how they say you'll have to try harder next time when it's very clearly Vox died in that.
Yeah, because the maximum amount of rings and the maximum amount of gold rings in any one given area is 10. So this is so you have to perfect this.
There are also silver rings, because I also noticed some rings that you're not picking up.
Yeah, there are silver rings. They basically, like, heal you.
Okay. That makes sense.
Good job, Fox.
I
I
don't
think
know.
you might
If,
have missed that one.
yeah, I think I might have too. I can't tell. Yep, I missed
Good
it.
job, Fox.
So, like, are the Sharptooths like General Scales basic soldiers?
Sharp Claw, yeah.
Yes, Sharp. So, down on the planet, he has dudes in with just like a little bit of like leather and metal armor and then swords. But then up in space, he has starfighters with lasers on them.
The force field remains closed. You'll have to try harder next time.
Yeah, there's supposed to be like some hint that he's getting help from off-world.
Fly through 10 gold rings to open the gatekeeper's force field.
Okay, but like they didn't give him lasers to equip his sharp claws with.
You think that he
That's
would
an
have?
excellent point, actually.
And I'm thinking it's more along the lines of the person who's helping him out intentionally screwing him over.
I guess.
But if he's willing to give Scales' men starfighters and mines, like,
And doors that close and open at regular intervals.
yeah, like, you've given him the
There we go,
weapons
got
that
it.
you need to have.
You do not take much damage from crashing into things, huh?
Yeah, but that's a thing. But that's a basic thing in Star Fox anyway.
Yeah.
Like, the game expects you to run into shit.
You did it, Fox! The force field is down! Safe you to land! Slippy out!
Hey, you almost got the record.
Yeah, I almost beat myself.
I do that every day.
I beat myself up. More.
Pretty solid animations for the time. So is there just like a compartment inside the R-Wing for tiny crew?
I'm pretty sure it's a thing that you just put. That they just put like small.
They just stick Trick. They just slap Tricky in the trunk. Tell him to hold his breath.
Yeah, because if it's just for cargo, I can't imagine it's pressurized.
Yeah, that mushroom just went through that pillar.
It happens.
Yeah, you
But
know,
boxes, they're more of a suggestion than a hard rule.
ayahuasca does that to you.
Mm-hmm. Little DMT, little ayahuasca. You'll be feeling right as rain after that. You'll also be seeing the hitboxes of the universe as just a suggestion.
Yeah. You'll soon find that God was also enlightened.
Just stay away from that blue fox bitch. You might end up with some other STDs of the
You-
mind.
You might get that
Spiritual herpes.
Yeah.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
that ethereal syphilis.
Ah, man. Have you ever gotten mental chlamydia? It's not fun. Yeah, I had a friend who died of astral AIDS. There just wasn't much they could do for him. Just kind of rapidly deteriorated until his soul left his body. I mean, his body was completely fine, but he just slowly got more and more retarded until he was completely brain dead.
The soul
Hey,
died.
You need. Might be a good idea to tone that down a bit. I'm being shot at by friggin' turrets right now. Let me deal
We
with this.
heard the turrets.
Where is it? Here we are.
So you have to ice it and then punch it? Okay, I'm getting some weird feedback. think it's fine now. Alright.
Are you just being shot by Mother Brain?
Looks like it, and he's getting nailed too.
Yeah, no, there was a turret behind him. I think I finally found the way to go.
Past the discount Dudongos.
What did Dudongos from?
Legend of Zelda.
Ah,
You don't know the meme? Time to bomb some Dodongos.
that I have yet to play a Legend of Zelda game.
I was gonna say it was from the Zelda CDI game.
Oh, the best one.
Zelda CDI. Just a beautiful work of art. You know, I guess it does put things back into reference while we're complaining about Star Fox Adventures. Like, at least it's not a CDI game. Now I kind of want to commission artwork to make a fake Star Fox CDI.
Do you think Barry Splash would do it?
I think she's too proud as an artist to make artwork that shitty. Like, she would ruin the joke by putting too much work into it and actually making it look good.
I'm so hungry I could eat an Octorok.
Boy, that is quite the puzzle. You have to stand on the button until the thing in front of the button stops doing the thing.
I am
Man, I
pretty
never figured that
sure
one out
this
as a
is.
child.
I am pretty sure that that is the exact same puzzle that we did in the Krizoa Spirit area.
Yeah, I would not be surprised.
It's so nice the ancient used it twice.
Except it wasn't the ancient that did it. It's this time it's General Scales. Which by the way, I was kind of wishing that this was a Sharp Claw explosive, so that I can show off the Sharp Claw transformation. I'll do that after I put this down here.
Oh, we have transformations?
No.
Only one. It's a
Damn it.
Wow, that exploded right next to your head and you took no damage.
I got lucky. But here. Sharp Claw disguise.
You just are a Sharp Claw now.
Not only are you a Sharp Claw, you're actually shorter than all the Sharp Claws. And no one questions it.
Well, you know, it wouldn't be very polite to question it.
They all took sensitivity training.
Do not, if you see another Sharp Claw that's unusually short and effeminate, do not question it, as it can be highly offensive to them.
General Scales does a lot of things, but he's also a very progressive employer.
Yeah, he gets very great reviews from his employees. Apparently he treats them quite well. Were we the villain the whole time? You not just drop it in front of the...
No, I had to throw it
yeah.
to make it explode.
Okay. So I did notice, like, the little interact things on the ground in some of the areas where the barrels were, and I noticed you only place them on those, so is the only way to gently set down a barrel to place it on one of those?
I think it's that, and also that's where the machine sucks up the explosive.
Okay. Looks like we don't have fall damage.
But we do.
It's
And
just
it's
that
ridiculous.
I practice hitting the X button at the right time to fall into a roll.
Ah.
You know, the thing that probably is the one thing that makes this game a little better than Ocarina of Time. Because you press a button into a roll.
Instead of the weird rolls from Ocarina of Time.
Done well to find me, but there are others.
Yeah, I know. Your Thorntail friend told me all about it.
I am pleased to hear of his safety, but the High Top is not so fortunate. Together, we can free him.
Oh, I'm not paid enough for this. Okay. What do we do?
The High Top will be an easy target for the patrolling robots. With their shields, they are unstoppable. However, each one has a shield generator hidden somewhere nearby. If we can destroy these, the robots will be defenseless.
So what do you expect me to use? This?
Of course not. This. Now get on my back. Let's do some damage.
Oh, we got a tank section. So, are we about to find out that the residents of this planet are actually useful, and the ones that we've been coming across are just kind of pretending to not be able to do anything out of laziness?
Yeah. That's pretty much the plot of this game.
Okay, so you just run around this area and just ram anything that's green?
Pretty much, yeah. Just trying to find where
Boy.
the generators are.
Exciting gameplay. Riveting stuff.
Game of
Yeah.
the year, best game. Best game,
Best,
10 out of
best
10.
game ever made. Yeah, just amazing. Nintendo's best work.
10 on 10.
Left 4 Dead 2's clearly got nothing on this.
Heresy.
Trying to see where the last one is. Over there. Oh, by the way, the visuals that I have are about maybe like 4 or 5 seconds ahead of what you all are seeing.
Likely. And it's even further ahead of what the Strem is seeing.
There it is.
I like how he just comes to a dead stop every time he's hit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's because it's like a stun blast.
Oh, they've decided to use Stun Blast on us instead of Kill Blasts?
I'm pretty sure it's probably hurting him a lot. Now that
Go on.
I choose to believe he's actually just has no pain tolerance whatsoever.
It just gently tickles him, and he's just so brought down by the pain. He just cannot go on moving.
Yeah, I have a very odd feeling like this stream, I think the audio might be out of sync with the game.
Possibly.
Okay, yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, the audio is definitely not lining up. Oh, the audio is way off. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's probably the reason why. That's probably the reason why it wasn't a good idea to put the audio through the. To put the audio through the thing. Oh dear.